Hi everybody, Small Loco Guy here, with a video that I promised to do 2 weeks ago now, actually, probably 2 weeks to the day, maybe not quite. Anyways, this is for my Canadian and American subscribers, or anybody who is a fan of Canadian and American locomotives. So, starting off with this. Now, any of you out there who know different types of American locomotives, I may need your help with some of these. I really don't know my classes, or what they're called. So I'm just going to. I think I've got an SD40, but it's not this one. I know this isn't an SD40. Anyways, so this is probably one of my favourite ones I've got. I do like my Canadian Pacific stuff, any CP rail stuff. But yeah, so this is a Model Power diesel, number 1400. It's quite heavy. The thing with Model Power is they're not the most detailed, but they make up for that in how robust they are. They are quite chunky and really, really well built, and runs quite well too. Oh, I've got two locomotives out on the back of the track as well. Didn't see those there. So yeah, I'm not going to run these all the way around because I'm doing some work further around on the layout, so I can't run all the way around. And the layout's a bit of a mess in a minute. So yeah, on to the next one. Okay, and this is the next one I've got. Obviously it's another CP rail locomotive, another Model Power one, or at least it's in a Model Power box. There's no actual stamping saying what make it is. Thing is with this one though, it doesn't run because here is the motor, which has burnt out. So I need to get a new motor for it. Apart from that, it's a great loco. Nothing missing off it. The cab light does actually work before it burnt out. Didn't last very long. Need some new knuckle couplers for it. I might get some KDs on it. Do a bit of paint work on the roof, touching the fans, and maybe install a driver into it. Maybe, I don't know. Quite chunky glazing. But yeah, apart from that, and apart from the dodgy motor, it's a really nice loco. Right, on to the next one. Okay, and this is the next loco we'll be looking at. Now, I think this is based off an Alco switcher. This is a really early-ish Triang version. Triang is a British toy manufacturer who are well known for their model railways, or toy railways really. Now, this is orange, it should be red, it was left out in the sun, but apart from that, it's pretty much complete and original. I think somebody's messed around with the CP logo because you see it's not quite right. Bit of overspray on it, so I might touch that up. It does have working lights, but like I said, I can't really show you because it's not actually working at the minute. Because I've taken the brushes out, that's why, because I was servicing it and it needs a new set of brushes. But apart from that, yeah, it does light up. It runs really well, and generally quite a nice loco. Right, next one. Yes, again, this is another CP rail loco, number 1404, sorry. You can sort of see how the sun's caught this one. It's still red at the back, but it's a bit more orange at the front. But apart from that, it's completely mint. This is another trying one, by the way. I think this one does run. Yep. Doesn't like going backwards. There we go. Lights do not work in this one. I only paid £6 for this, really, when I got this, because it was missing its pickups, and at the model shop called Hatton's, sorry, I'm really tired. Model shop called Hatton's in the UK, which is outside of Liverpool in a place called Widnes. Any stuff that they've got in their scrap box out in the shop, if it doesn't work, it's £6 each. So I've made a new set of pickups for it out of a piece of brass, serviced it, and off it went. Quite a nice loco, best trying one I've got, in the best condition anyway. And well, yeah, that's pretty much it about that one. I think that's all my Canadian locos. Could be wrong, just looking around. Yeah, no, I think that is the rest of my all of my Canadian locomotives. Sorry, I can't speak. It's, what time is it? 12:30 at night. Only time I get any peace to film. Anyways, on to the next one. Right, and this is the next one. This is my Burlington and Northern loco. I think this was the first ever American loco I ever bought. It's got a British coupling on it because I only had British stock at the time. Stupidly, I should have left them on, left the knuckles on, sorry, because I now have some American stock. Not much, but I've got some for it to pull, even if it isn't really correct for its region. Bit of a noisy runner, but still nice. The number boards at each end do light up, headboards, whatever you want to call them. Obviously green and black. It's been pretty well looked after, a bit battered in places, but I'm not sure what make this one is. It could be a Model Power, or it could be an Outher, or a River Rossi. It could be anything, I'm really not sure. Didn't pay much for this one. Its box did fall to pieces though, so it was in a box and I can't remember what it was. It could be a Model Power actually, an early-ish Model Power. But still, it's very nice. I do like my Canadian, can't speak. Like I said, I do like my Canadian American stuff, or as my friend 58 Bone Fanatic would say, Yank stuff. But apart from that, yeah, I like it. Anyways, on to the next one. I was wrong, I do have another Canadian loco, but you see these in all sorts of different liveries. Underneath the Canadian Pacific it says Santa Fe on it, so I think this has been what would you call it, re-logo or re-region? Anyways, it's had Canadian Pacific put on the side. This is another Model Power. Runs really, really nice. Nice big chunky motor in the cab there, you can just about see it. Weighs quite a lot, and in the UK, at the time I bought these were going for £14 each, brand new. Not 40, 14. And that first loco I showed you was £29, brand new. So yeah, I was really happy with that. I do have a Lima version of these, but it's in a Great Western livery. British Railways, British Great Western, not I don't know if America actually had a Great Western Railway. No, I don't think you guys did you? Anyway, somebody will tell me. Pull that light down a bit. Ow, that's hot. No, you can't really see it now, can you? So yeah, it has working lights, has a tail lights. I will actually try and show you this tail light. Yeah, and the headlight does work, but it's very, very dim, even when it's going flat out. So I might put a proper LED in there instead of a bulb. Sorry, I'm a bit out of focus there. But yeah, so that's my last Canadian loco. I'm pretty sure this time. Next one. Okay, moving to a different part of the layout as well this time. I have these two. These are the same as that other Triang Canadian Pacific one I showed you. These are just in a Triang Railways livery, made up livery obviously, with their respectable set of passenger cars, which goes back up there somewhere, and some other stocks sort of sat around there. So yeah, these, they're not mint, but they're not far off it. I don't think the light works in this one. I need to put a new bulb in it. But yeah, I do know where I think they're called B units. Basically just a full engine version, no cab. Somebody will tell me. I know where one is, but the shop it's in is never ever open. Even when he says he will be, he never does. So I'm just stuck looking at it through a window. And it is absolutely mint, and I think it even has the box. So yeah, I'll find out what happens with that. And right, let's move on to the next one. Right, and this next one is can't speak. Denver and Rio Grande Western locomotive number 6784. This is a model power. Model power call these fat boys. Not sure why, really. Somebody might be able to tell me. Was this ever a real locomotive? Or based off a real locomotive? It's a bit battered. It's missing the top of its stack, funnel. Can't remember what you call them in America actually. And the gears do slip as well. So needs a new set of gears, or a new driving axle or whatever, and some paint chips on it. It was only cheap. I do have the passenger car to go with it. Does work. The light does work in the front, although it's very dim, like the other one. Tender's not coupled up. But apart from that, it was a good buy when I got it. Like I said, it's cheap. Does run, obviously. And it's going to be a little project for me later this year, on top of about 50 million other projects I've got to do. I've got far too much stuff to do. Anyways, on to the next one. Okay, and this next one is a very old one. This is a really early Triang 460 Pacific Loco, 462 Pacific Loco. I believe this is based off the Hiawatha style locos. I'm just getting my information from other people who have these. Sorry if it's completely wrong. I haven't done any research. It is quite battered. It's missing its caricature and it steps up to its cab, but it has its original tender. Anybody who is really into Triang stuff will know that we call these banana tenders, because these are made out of acetate plastic, and as you can see they warp in the middle. Mine is not too bad. Usually they are literally like a banana. At the moment, this one does run, but it's got quite big wheels on it, quite big wheel flanges, so it's not the best on modern track. I have got some of the old Triang track, but I might be selling that after I've sold it once already. Basically sold it to our club, and then realised I needed it, so they said I could have it back because they didn't have any use for it, and I'm just going to sell it again because I've got no use for it. But yeah, I mean, this is quite a nice loco. It does actually have cab detail. It's not painted, and not going to, because Triang stuff's quite collectible. No, I am going to touch in the white lines down the side though. Right, on to the next one. Okay, slight deviation from my American stuff. This is actually an Australian loco. But I think Triang did do these in some sort of American livery. I think they did a US Army one. Not sure what type this is. I know it ran on the Victorian Railways, even though this is in the Triang Railways livery. You can find these with Victorian Railways on them. And instead of TR on the front, you get VR, Victorian Railways again. I have resprayed the yellow on this one. It's a project I'm slowly working on. It does run. It's missing its fuel tanks underneath though. But apart from that, it does run, and I've got some of the passenger cars to go with it. And well, yeah, won't hang around on this one too much. So on to the next one, which again isn't American. Next one's a New Zealand loco. It's a Kiwi. Now this is my Triang WAG Baltic, WAG Baltic. Completely original. I haven't messed with any of the decals. It's still got the maker's sticker inside the bunker. Only thing it's missing is its rear lamp. But obviously, as you can see, it's really warped because of the acetate plastic. I think this was part of a shop window display at some point back in the late 50s, 60s. It's done a hell of a lot of running because there is actually grooves on the wheels where it's been running. But apart from that, these are quite rare. Not as rare as the maroon ones. I've just seen a maroon one come up on eBay, and it is absolutely mint. It might have gone, but it is absolutely mint in box. About £200, a bit out of my price range at the minute. I've just spent quite a bit of money. So yeah, I mean, it is a very nice loco. I'm not hanging around on the Triang ones too much because you've seen these in my, well, Triang Transcontinental video. If you go and look back, you'll find that video. Right, apart from that now, this is my last Triang, and it's not, let's say it's my last standard gauge loco. I've got two more. I've just forgotten about them. Sorry, was I holding the camera up like that then? I'm not really looking what I'm doing. Yeah, anyways, on to the next one. Okay, now you will all recognise this. This is Central Pacific Railroad number 60, Jupiter. This is the old Airfix one, later became the Bachmann one. I think it's a bit of this one's a bit of a mix of Bachmann and Airfix parts. Thinking about putting a Bachmann motor in it because they're quieter and just generally run better. I cannot speak tonight. Anybody who has these, you'll know that the motor's in the tender and the prop shaft going to the driving wheels. Incredibly noisy loco. I'm not going to run it. Headlight does work as well, quite bright. I was actually given this one by the chairman of our model railway club because he's got quite a few of them. I'm after now 119, so I can have, well, obviously, so I can have a pair of them, and I may get Jupiter in the blue livery. You know, the later livery. I think she's still in that livery now. I could be wrong. But yeah, it would be nice to have one of those. I think Bachmann do them. But yeah, I really do like this loco. Right, this is my last, no, it's not my last standard gauge loco. I've got one more, and it's a big one. And this is the biggest American loco, or the biggest loco actually I've got in 00 HO scale. This is a big boy. I mean, you know, there's my hand next to it. Let me just grab my Duchess of, is it Duchess? Yeah, Duchess of Montrose. I mean, look at the size difference, and that's in that big boy's in HO scale, which is smaller than 00. And that's just ridiculous. These things are ridiculously big. This isn't a runner. This is a Revell plastic kit. Quite a good kit actually. Goes together quite well. I may have some plans for this that would mean it'd be over on the main layout. I'll say no more about that for now. I've added a more realistic coal load. This is a coal burning one. I think there was a top piece for a oil firing one. I think, are some of these oil fired? I think they are. Or is it the Challengers? I can't remember. Yeah, it's a nice kit. Still got a bit more to do to it, like I say. And yeah. Anyways, that's my last standard gauge American loco. Right, this is the last loco I have. This is a Bachman Baldwin 1012D. The wheel configuration on these, some people argue it's a 480. Is it 48? Sorry, not 480, 460. So you can't really see this because the perspex in the way. There you go. But that front truck is actually a 226. Because those four wheels aren't actually connected at the front, they're separate. Actually, I'll pick it up and show you instead of explaining it. See what I mean? So these two here are separate from those two there. So I personally think it's a 226 instead of a 460. This is the Bachman one. Working headlights and tail light. I have fitted the brass number and builder's plates to it. It has amazing cab detail for its size. Focus please. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. It's not going to focus, is it? Yeah, there you go. Sort of. Anyways. Really nice loco. Really does fit in well with some of my stuff. And anyways, that's it for now. Anyway, until I get some more, which will happen. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and bye for now. Oh, and I will be doing a video of these running when I can. Anyways, bye.